Give it all you got, take your very best shot, and may the best team win. The time is now, the name of the game is action. They're on the floor and they're ready to score, so let the game begin.
Welcome to the world of Rod's Tabletop Hoops. I just have to say that we have a number of very generous Facebook tabletop groups from Tabletop Basketball Board Games members and plenty of generous subscribers from my YouTube channel, Rod's Tabletop Hoops, who provided me with plenty of assistance over the last 4 years plus with tips, with information, with player cards, with plenty of things that make my life trying to learn and play these tabletop basketball games far easier. So to that, I say thank you very much. I thank you always for subscribing and liking this channel. But at this time, I just got rewarded with another gift from a man named Mark. Mark and I had conversed over Facebook Messenger. I had noted that I didn't have a game clock for my brand new replay basketball game. And Mark came to my rescue. He said, well, I've got a couple extra game clocks, which look a little bit like this, a little bit like that. I had tried my own game clock, put that together last week, but just as I was doing that, Mark said, well, I can mail those off to you. So I said, well, that would be wonderful. That'd be generous and amazing. What turned out was the case is that Mark sent more than just a couple of game clocks. It was in this package. I felt, golly, that feels pretty heavy for a couple of game clocks. You know, this thing was pretty packed up to the top. And I'll show some images of it, what it looked like pre-packaged. This is not an official unboxing, obviously. But I open it up, and suddenly, not only did I get one game clock, I got a second game clock. I also got this tabletop tent-like board, which is just incredible. It's got all the boards. This is the board that Replay must have used 5, 6, 7 years ago, or maybe a little bit less. But you could, the tent, you can always just not have to lift up a chart. It stands on its own, it's freestanding. But in addition, and the biggest addition that I received, which will change my gameplay with Replay Basketball as I continue on this journey, is the addition of the 144 card no dice version of the cards. And I was just like surprised because it was in that package and they were flattened and scattered all around. I did not realize that I was being rewarded with a whole bunch of the 144 card deck of no dice cards for Replay. So this will make the game a whole lot of fun. I'm just really pumped to try out this, and I thank Mark for his generosity in providing me with these game cards. It's got the Spacer time cards, which I've never been always that big a fan of, but because I have 2 game clocks, I have the option of using one, and I will probably use this beauty right here. This is an amazing game clock in great shape. In addition, he provided me with instructions for using the no dice play deck. I've made some early observations on this no dice play deck, and I see that anything in red on here, that it refers to a block shot rebound. So the block shot rebound results, you usually would go to a chart. Let me see, the rebound on block shots, you'd have to usually roll, and that could take a little bit of extra time. But in this case, I can just use the no dice play cards, shooter rebounds and attempts to column 2 shot. That's much quicker than trying to roll the dice and trying to do things. And there's just some interesting stuff. Shot blocker rebounds as shooter wanted foul call. That's just something interesting. That's just, you don't see too often. So it's just defensive point guard rebounds, exclamation mark means fast break. So there's all kinds of stuff, but it's just a little bit more instant. And so I can see why there's some people that really enjoy using the no dice version of cards. You got all your die results here. You flip one over like that, and so you're going to have a 4-1-5. And then you got an extra number here just in case you need another number. You don't have to roll. So I'm not a huge fan. I'm usually a guy that does the dice. But I told Mark, based on your generosity, I've got to give this a shot. And we're going to get into the poll that I did a couple weeks ago on the Fast Break Group Tabletop Basketball Board Games. I'm going to show you the results of that poll pretty soon. But I just wanted to get into that. Not only did I get the cards, I also got instructions for using the no play card deck, the no dice play card deck. And so they give you method 1, playing cards and time clock. So that would obviously be these cards using a time clock. That's probably the way I would do it, at least for a game. There's also number 2, play cards and time cards. And the time cards, in lieu of using a time clock, you insert these every so often in the deck as needed, and as many as you want. So you can use that. Method 3, for even easier play, you may elect to just use the 144 total cards as one main deck. So there's multiple ways to play it. I am still just brand new to this, but it's also got this another quick review board here showing you how the no dice play cards work. But I had looked for this on the Replay site. I was actually looking for some kind of Black Friday or Cyber Monday specials, and Replay didn't come up with any over that weekend. So I was just kind of like wondering what I should do. As I said, I made my own clock, and I was just going to be ready to play it with the usual dice activated cards, which there's 63 in here, and just do my own thing as I had before. But now that I got the luxury, and through Mark's generosity, I've got these cards. I'm going to play some ball with some random numbers generated on the cards. And obviously, we'll get to the poll in a minute, but a lot of people, I will say, a little tip here, they'll play these cards and they'll still use dice for their numbers. So there's plenty of workarounds here. So anyway, I am just so pleased that that was the case. As I had mentioned in my prior video with the CB2K game, I got a great donation from Troy. He sent me 26 PDFs for CB2K, which are basically a bunch of Final Four sets of teams. And Troy, a.k.a. Washmeister, his generosity is just incredible, but that was like over 100 teams. I decided just to pick my top 40, basically, top 40, 41 of those teams and cut them out. And I spent a good 2.5 days after getting them printed at the local FedEx office. I just cut those things out, and I played that NC Michigan versus Arizona game, and that was a great game. So that's just the tip of the iceberg with those cards. I'm going to go a long way with those. And if I need more teams, there's another 60 more teams I can have printed out and play there. But once again, thanks to Washmeister for that donation as well. Getting away from the time clocks for just a minute, you can see that this is the main player card results board, which during my rookie experience video, I was referring to that quite often because that was my first ever game of Replay basketball. And I was learning as I went along. And even since then, I've even looked at Replay Gamers, done a couple really good videos a couple years back of demonstrations with both dice and no dice versions of this game. So I thank him. He's really good. Replay Gamer is a fun site to watch on YouTube. He does a lot of baseball as well as basketball games. But anyway, I was just going to say the guide to the results, you can see the difference in size. Usually you just put this next to, prop this up, and you can quickly pick it up and refer to it. 6-7 years ago, whenever they did this, you can actually just look at the results as they are on this little, I keep wanting to call it a fold-out tent. And you can look at the results there. They put the fast break chart over there. Well, you can have a little bigger one with today's boards, and you can put that there. So you can see that, a little larger font, if that suits you better. You don't have to look at an angle, but this is just really, really cool. I just wanted to show you that. And there's the rebounds on block shots. Once again, They have rebounds on block shots here. So, and I think, they still have, you might still need the rebound on free throws chart. There's the injury chart on that side, that's now in the rare plays booklet. You got the full court press side, and the back is just flat out just as cool as it gets. So there's your Replay Basketball playboard. But anyway, yes, this is just another looking into the history of this Replay game, which I believe has been out since 2003. Really a cool thing to see the evolution of Replay Basketball. I know they now do more pure cutting of cards, little and less perforation. People, I noticed some of the stuff even from 2 years ago. Some of the cards were still perforated, and you had to tear out every single card. By contrast, my ABA 1976 cards came as clean as a whistle. I love the fact they're not overly glossy. They do have a little bit of glare if you really, really want to, but these are just really nice looking cards. This is the Virginia Squires of 1975-76, and they were an awful basketball team at 15-68. Al Bianchi was the first coach at 0-6. Mac Calvin went 0-6. Bill Musselman, I believe. Ankerson, I can't remember if that was the GM or it could have been the GM came in, and he claims that he's got the highest winning percentage for a coach in Virginia Squires history because he coached them to a 1-1 record. And of course, the late and great Zelmo Beatty, 9-33, finished off that horrendous season. So, but anyway, these cards are just fantastic with their color, and they just kind of pop out. And I'm learning very slowly, just by watching some more videos and things, the reasoning behind some of these columns. You got your steal column here, you got a block shot column here. Here's your real money basket 2-point column, and this is kind of like your contested 3 and 2-point column. Your column 6 is how well they draw fouls, and column 5 shows a lot of assists and turnovers. So I'm kind of understanding that as we go, in addition to the defensive ratings at the bottom. You can learn that the block shot rating, Dave Twardzik, he's a short little guy. He's got a 5 there. So that means his chances of blocking a shot are very, very slim. So anyway, that's just the evolution of my learning of Replay Basketball. One final note about this package I received from Mark. He included a little note at the end under the last page of the package, and it says, "I know you mentioned you like the dice version of Replay, and I do as well, but I have extra FACs and game boards. I included these as well for you to see, even if you don't use them. Thanks for your YouTube videos and Facebook page. Take care, Mark." I really appreciate personalized video messages like that. It just makes me want to do more. And Mark, you're going to definitely see some no dice play here, because now I have all the goods. This package with the time clock and the no dice FAC deck on Replay, that thing's still going for about $17. And if I would have known when I bought the game, I could have bought the no dice version initially, and that may have been the proper move to go. But me being ignorant of the entire situation, that's just how it plays out. I was also going to look at a couple comments I received regarding Replay Basketball and how it plays based on my initial rookie game. David on Facebook writes, "I watched your video last night. I'd be lying if it didn't feel like forced fun, quote unquote, while watching you play it. I found 2 constant lookups frustrating. That said, I probably never played the game enough to get to the point where I wasn't having to make many of those chart lookups, and that may have been my problem. Once you memorize the main chart on the routine plays, do you think the game will click with you, or maybe I read the video wrong and it already clicks?" Basically, a really good set of arguments there. I was really new to the game, so what happened there was that, I had to look up a lot of things for most most of that entire first game. I found it as I learned kind of like the overall theory on how the defense stops the offense from scoring, i.e., the blue die being higher than the number on the card, meaning it represents a better defensive chance versus a tie or lower where the defense gets beat. I learned that very quickly, and as I watched a couple videos of even the Replay Gamer, I'm understanding the whole mentality that was put in behind the game, and I respect the game even more today than I did after just a quick first game play. So anyway, and then kind of on a more humorous note, I had Jeff Drought. He gave me a question that kind of goes like this. Just want to say, keep in mind, it is red/white/blue in reading dice. Now, that was a faux pas I made in that video. If people had watched that rookie video of Replay, my rookie experience, the first 3 or 4 minutes, I must have read red, blue, and white maybe 3 or 4 times, probably frustrating Jeff. And looking back on the video, I go, why did I do that? I had not worked with a lot of games that had the red, white, and blue combination. So that was just kind of new to me, and I think I just missed it. And I was trying to focus on making a tabletop basketball video, and that just sort of happened, So I look back on it and I laugh. Fortunately, it was during a game in which the Kentucky Colonels were leading by at least 30 points. I don't think Indiana had any chance of coming back the way they were playing with their nondescript offensive ability, with the exception of Billy Knight. It was not going to impact the game. But at the same time, it made me more cognizant. I think as the game went on, I hit the red, white, and blue order of operations much better. So anyhow, I want to get to that poll regarding the type of game you play when you play Replay basketball. My Facebook question from November 13th asks, I'm playing Replay basketball for the first time this week using the cards and dice method of play. There is also a no dice version of the game with a larger FAC deck. What version of Replay basketball is your favorite? And I restricted it to Replay gamers only. Now, I really had not acknowledged the Replay players too much during my first 4 years doing the channel and doing the Facebook group, just because I hadn't played the game and I didn't know a lot about the game. It was kind of like I believe this is a hidden gem that's just been kind of under the radar for a long time. So I put a couple choices in this poll, and the first choice was just no dice version, all FACs and charts used. So the no dice version, which is what we're talking about with these cards right here. And the second version, these are the two options I really were focusing on, and I allowed, it allows on the poll for you to add your own choices. The second was the cards and dice version. So it's the small cards and the dice together. And that was another one of the choices. And then I just put other as a third. So let's go through those first three. I had 58 respondents to this poll, which is fantastic. This does not include me in the poll because I was a rookie. So the winner of the poll was the no dice version. And that received 56% of the vote, or 32 votes. And so that really struck a bell with me. It's like, oh, I obviously purchased the wrong cards, or maybe there is something with these. It's virtually the same amount of plays per game. You're just flipping more of these cards because you're looking up random numbers. So, but at the same time, when I look at these cards, there's a couple extra things, as I've noted. There's the red offensive center column 2 shot, which means on a block shot, you get a very instant result. You don't have to worry about the rebound. Obviously, the numbers are going to come a little bit faster when you don't have to roll the dice every single time. And, oh, that's cool. You can almost use this little tent. You can slam the dice up against it like you're in Vegas or something. Oh, look at that. 1-1-1. But anyway, it opened my eyes up to what the no dice version might all be about, and Mark has now made it very simple for me to actually try this for free. The second choice, as I noted, was the cards and dice version, and that received 20% or 12 votes, which is still a significant amount of votes. That's, people love to roll the dice. It kind of tells you there's definitely that. But at the same time, there's the third pick, which received 1 vote, is just other. And I'll get into the fourth pick right now, which is no dice version using an online card flipper. And I didn't even think about that. You can go to the online card flipper. You can even look it up. You go Replay Basketball Online Card Flipper. You'll find the website, and you can just click on your computer screen, and it's basically a built-in FAC card deck. It's also a clock, if you can make that work as well. All the numbers are generated for you as well. Some people really like being able to do that and not even have to flip a card or roll a set of dice. But some people use the card flipper as well as dice. So there's just all these different combinations. I almost think my best option will be the no dice version, and then maybe use dice in the future. But I'm going to definitely try a game without it, just so I can see how the game flows with no dice. Another one was some dice, and the no dice version that got 6 votes with the card flipper. And then there's these some dice version with mostly FACs. They got 4 votes. And so that was another 6%. The no dice with the card flipper was 11%. And then both methods work well, also got 6%, which is 4 votes. So I thank everybody for participating in that poll. It really gives you a feel for what an experienced replay basketball game player looks for in that game. And there was a wide variation there. There's obviously a lot of people that love the no dice version, and then there's a secondary group that obviously loves rolling the dice, which is probably closer to what I would like to do, but I almost feel like I could use this deck and roll the dice. Might slow me up just a little bit, but having those dice in your hand, that's just something I'm used to, as long as I can get the red, white, and blue in the proper order. So I'm going to throw that again. Look at that. 3, 4, 1. Okay. And so the poll is definitely a great thing to have. And I haven't done a lot of polls in my 4 years with the Tabletop Basketball Board Games Group. And whenever I have a conundrum or a problem, we always have questions thrown out there. What's the best score sheet to use? What's the best, online card flipper to use? What's the best this or that to use? What's your favorite game? Which game takes the least amount of time is a very common question on our page. But that's what the Facebook group Tabletop Basketball Board Games is all about. All right, well, let's conclude this little update on replay with a little gameplay. I'm just going to do a game up to 20. I'm going to utilize the game clock just for the sake of getting used to the game clock, but this is my first ever use with the no dice version. We are not going to be rolling dice, which will be a strange feeling for me, but let's find out how it works out. We're just going to assume that the Denver Nuggets, well, let's roll for a dice. 3, 2, we're going to get the ball to Denver first, going up to 20. And so what's going to happen here is we're going to find out who has possession. It's going to be the point guard, and that is going to be Chuck Williams. And Chuck is going to get himself a 3-2-3, so it's a 3-2. It's going to be a pass opportunity here. Let's see. It's just a pass. Yeah, there's no raised number. Oh, hey, that's good. Okay. So that would be a move of the clock. We're going to move the ball. It's going to stay with the point guard. 3-5-4. So a 3-5. That's another pass. Let's see if we can do one here. It's coach's choice. Let's just give it to David Thompson. This guy's not going to pass. He's going to shoot the dang ball. Here we go. 5-5-3. So a 5-5 is a pass, a potential pass, but it could be an easy shot. Let's see. It's a 3 on Julius Erving. So he is going to get... Irving's only got a 2, so it looks like that's going to be another pass, If I have to look that up, let's see. If the blue die is higher, you stop the move, draw the next play card. I'm not going to call for 24-second violations, just coach's choice 2, the endless possession. There is a 2. Ralph Simpson's going to go up here. And that's a 6-5-4, 6-5, foul 1. So foul will be on John Williamson. And it's still a one-shot foul, so no one's going to the free throw line. Nuggets retain possession for the longest time here. Coach's choice 1. And we got Issel and Thompson. Dan hasn't touched the ball yet. Let's go up. 2-3. 2-3. And there's a raised 5 there. And the number is a 3, so I do not believe that is a 3-point attempt. So it is not a 3-point attempt. That is just going to be a 2-point basket for Dan Issel for Denver. And they lead 2-0 in this game up to 20 points. The assist will go to the point guard 14. No, actually, Ralph Simpson has a higher assist rating. Let's switch those guys out. So there we go. I forgot Ralph averaged a whole bunch of assists that year. 7.1 assists per game. So Nets get the ball. They're going to get the ball to the power forward. And once again, I got Irving at power forward. Oh, that's wrong too. Bobby Jones should be the small forward. And Bobby Jones should be the power forward. Thompson should be the small forward. So anyway, I'm going to put Irving at power forward just based on his rebound rankings. He rebounds like a power forward. It does have Rich Jones there, though. Who do I want guarding who? I don't know. Should Thompson and Irving be guarding each other? Let's just say Bobby Jones is going to guard Dr. J. This is a championship atmosphere. So Irving has the ball. A 3-6-2. So a 3-6. That is a missed shot plus possible injury. We're going to avoid the injury situation. We're just going to say Dr. J misses the ball. Oh, I also have to remember to turn this clock. I have not been turning it. We had a whole bunch of possessions there. But anyway, rebound. You just look right here. Offensive center. That's a 15. Defensive power forward plus 3. That's Bobby Jones, 14, 17. So Bobby Jones is going to grab the rebound. It says fast break if the offensive team rebounds. I checked earlier. They are both fast break of yellow. Let's see. Let's get some numbers here. 5-3-5. So we go 5. And the 3 means the small forward got the ball on the break. That's David Thompson. Break stopped if blue die is higher than the primary defender's fast break rating. Primary defender. Oh, is that Thompson's defender, Rich Jones? Or do we go, let's just make that, see, I did 3 with small forward. 5 will be the center. Let's just say, well, his primary defender. I'm not really sure who that is. I'm going to say it's going to be Rich Jones. Fast break is stopped if the blue die is higher than the primary defender's fast break rating. Well, I'm guessing defender's fast break rating. Oh, there's the defensive rating is 2. Thompson's fast break rating is 1 on offense. Defense is 2, so the blue die is higher. So the break is stopped. So that took a little longer than it should have, but that gets the answer that we were looking for. Denver with the ball. I'm just going to estimate this time now. Small forward. That is going to be David Thompson. Give him a 3-2-3. 3-2. That's a block opportunity. And the defender is question mark Rich Jones. He's got a 5. So that's not going to be higher than the blue die of 3. So does that mean that is a basket? I cannot remember. Been a little while. Nope. Scored as a 2-point basket for David Thompson. And Denver is on a roll 4-0. Assist power forward 7 or center 7. No assist on the play. So let's go get our coach's choice for New York. Well, we got a 1. Dr. J is the 1. He's the number 1 player in the league. 6-2-3, so it's a 6-2 potential foul drawn. The defender is Bobby Jones, one of the best. But even so, Bobby has a 3 on the defense. So it looks like that's going to be a foul on Bobby Jones. He does foul a little bit. And I can double check that if I really wanted to. A 6-2 foul 2 question mark. Yeah, not higher. He has fouled the offensive player in the act of shooting. 2 free throws for Dr. J. Am I doing that right? Yeah, Dr. J drew the foul, right? I did not put the ball on him. So 2 shots for Dr. J. His free throw column is 55. Got a 45 and it's good. 65, it's no good. Rebound, I believe it's this lowest one. I can't remember. That's the fast break rebound. Oh yeah, rebounds on free throws. There's a chart. So then you roll a 64 and defensive power forward grabs the rebound on the free throw. So that's going to be Bobby Jones. And let's see, ball's going to go to the center. Dan Issel. Issel gets a 6-4. 6-4 is a foul too. We'll call that on Kim Hughes. Throw Issel to line for 2 shots. 24 good. 56. Yes! He is a 56. So that'll be 2 more free throws for Dan Issel. All right. Ball's moving pretty good. It's 6-1. They're going for that 20-point victory. Ball goes to power forward. That's going to be Doc in this case. 2-6. 2-6 missed shot for Irving. Rebound, highest rebounder in the game. Let's see. Highest rebounder in the game. Is that offense and defense? Well, let's see. 15 is the highest offense. And 16 for Issel's the highest defense. So Denver's going to get the ball. Issel's got the ball. 3-4. And there's a 2 with the $sign. And I think that's usually for clutch play or final 6 minutes. $sign. 2-point basket of the game is last 6 minutes. And the score is within 10 points. Otherwise, it's a miss. So Issel's going to miss that shot. Rebound is going to go the offensive small forward. Yeah, that little clutch play, that's kind of a neat little thing. Offensive small forward is Thompson. That's a 7. Defensive shooting guard +3, Williamson. That's a 7 as well. So tie goes to John Williamson. Fast break if the defense rebounds. So we're going to roll out another fast break here in yellow. And that's a 6-6. 6-6. Turnover. Ball thrown away. Blue die names player charged with turnover. If defender is rated 1 or better in column 4, he steals the pass. Oh, okay. Blue die determines player charged with turnover. So 6. Point guard. Who was I working with? Was this the Nets? God, I keep wanting to say it's the Nets. Point guard. If defender is rated 1 or better in column 4. Okay, he is rated 1. He steals the pass with a fast break option going the other way. So let's do that then. I got to make sure I get that right. Fast break option going the other way. So we're going to go Denver. Fast break this way. And golly, I hope I did that right. I might have just forgotten it. I'm still learning this game. A 3-1-2 on the fast break the other way for Denver. We're just going to play it out that way. There's a 3, possible fast break shot. Player gets fast break shot. Well, it's a 2. The 2 is the shooting guard. Yes. If the fast break shot, player gets fast break shot if blue die is higher than his or point guard's FB rating. So that we got a 2 and it's not higher than his or the point guard's FB rating. So it looks like we just set up a play because we do not have a fast break. So we're going to go coach's choice 1, 1-4. That's a contested 2. The number on Hughes is a 4. He's a defender 3. So that's going to be a miss for Dan Issel. I can't remember if I had to turn a card for a rebound. I don't think so. Offensive center versus defensive center, 12-16. Hughes at the rebound. Nets have the ball. Hands it off to the power forward, Doc. 1-6 on Irving. That's a 2-pointer. It's all good. Well, I got to remember to do that. See, I'm still learning. I'm going to have to get all of this stuff working in tandem. Maybe I do need those insert cards because I'm forgetting the clock almost every time at this moment. Small forward, a 6 with the assist. No. So anyway, we're back to Denver. It's 6-3. Shooting guard. It's Chuck Williams, who usually is a point guard. They kind of have 2 point guards. So Chucky's going to go up with a 3-5, and the 3-5 is a pass. Shooting guard, still Chuck Williams. That's a 1-1-1. And that is an interesting one. That's a C2. And what the heck is a C2? Shot contested by defensive center. Blue die is higher than the center's column run rate, and then the shot is missed. So it's just contested, not blocked. And so we got a 1 on that as well. And so it's not going to be higher. So if not higher, scores a 2-point basket for Chucky Williams. So we're gonna do that for Chuck. It's 8-3. Assist point guard Ralph Simpson. All right, power forward. I'm really getting tired of calling Dr. J a power forward. He's a small forward in my book, so I'm switching that up. Power forward is going to be Rich Jones. And Rich Jones is going to go with a 4-1. Rich Jones, 4-1. There's a steal with an asterisk. What does that mean? Blue die, higher than the column 4 rating of the defender. Well, we got a 3. Bobby Jones is a 1, so it's a steal by Bobby Jones. So Jones with the steal. Small forward with the ball. DT, David Thompson, 4-6. And he's fouled. It's called on the dock. Non-shooting foul. I'm still forgetting to move the clock as much as I want to remember that. So we got a foul right there. So we got another coach's choice. Coach's choice 1. Well, we got David Thompson and Dan Issel. We're going to David Thompson this time. DT 1-6. Potential foul draw. That's a 6, though. I don't think that's going to be a foul draw. So it's not a foul draw, just a missed shot by Thompson. Rebound, offensive center, rated 14 or higher. No, not defensive center. Hughes. And here come the Nets. They need to make up some points right now. Ball goes into Kim. He's not a shooter. 4-6. That's going to just be a turnover for Kim Hughes. Back over to Denver. And that's going to go to the power forward, Bobby Jones. And 5-2 on Bobby is going to be a potential steal. And once again, we've got to see if the blue die is higher for Rich Jones on the steal column, which is a definite 5/2. Steal back by Rich Jones. Here come the Nets. Ball goes into Kim Hughes. Hughes, 1-3. Contested 2 with a 2. Dan Issel has a 3. Score 1 for Kim Hughes. And the assist of the small forward, Dr. J. Here comes Denver. Coach's choice. A 1. We'll go to Dan this time. 1-1 on Dan. Contested 2. Contested. Blue dice higher. The shot is missed. Well, it's not going to be higher because it's not higher. Scored as a 2-point basket for Dan Issel. All right, so that's a contested shot that ends up falling. Assisted by the power forward 7. Yes, Bobby Jones on the assist. Nets come back. It's 10-5. Ball goes the coach's choice 1. Dr. J. 6-4. And he draws the foul. Let's call on David Thompson. Dr. J going to the line for 2 shots. I forget to turn the clock as always. 62 is not good. 15 is good. 10-6 on the score here. Ball goes into Dan Issel. Issel on the 6-6. That's a 2 basket and foul. And looks like the foul is going to be on Kim Hughes. So give 2 points to Denver. The assist is going to go to the shooting guard, Chuck Williams. Foul on Hughes. Free throw by Issel. They can go up by 7, and they do. 13-6. All right. Back to Denver. Got to learn to move that clock. Shooting guard, it's going to be John Williamson. 5-5 on Williamson. That's a P. Contested pass. That's a 2. And he's a 4. So that's going to be what? If it is not a pass, what is it? Column 2 shot. Okay, column 2 shot. We'll use this 3 right here on the column 2 shot. Yeah, John Williamson's column 2 shot. Rolling a 3. A 3 is, if I get a 5 or 6, it's a 3-point attempt. Let's just turn a card, check the blue number, 5. That's a 3-point attempt. So we'll try a 3-point attempt. That's a 2-5 on his 3-point column. He's a 2-1. That's no good. You can see it right over here. Rebound, offensive shooting guard. If he's rated 6 or higher, no. Rebound, defensive point guard, Simpson. Hands the ball off to the coach's choice, a 2. It's going to stay with Simpson. Simpson's going up 4-2. Potential for steal. Well, there's a 2 there, and I know that, yeah, he's got a 1 on the steal column. Easy steal, Brian Taylor. He's a stealing machine. Hands the ball off the coach's choice 2. That's John Williamson over Rich Jones. 4-5. Missed shot by Super John. Rebound, offensive small forward, +3. That makes him a 9. Small forward, it's Doc. 14. Defensive small forward is only an 8. So the rebound's going to go to Doc. And we got to look at the raised number on the offensive rebound. I think, I cannot remember. I think Doc does get this offensive rebound. Let me check the rules real quick. Yes, Dr. J has been fouled in the act of shooting, so he's going to get 2 free throws, giving the Nets a chance to come back here. Whoops. That's a 62. That's no good. 23 is good. Nets trail 13-7 in this game, up to 20. All right, here we go. Coach's choice 3. There are no 3s, so the 2 is the next one. Let's go to Ralph Simpson. And Ralph gets a 4-1. Potential for steal. If the number's higher, another steal for Brian Taylor. Ball goes to the power forward. That's Rich. 5-4 on Rich Jones. And that's a potential defensive contest. I think he has beaten the defender and gets to use his own 2-point column shot. We'll just we'll use the 1 here, and that's going to be a basket for Rich Jones, who's about a 39% field goal shooter, as I recall. No assists. It's 13-9. Ball goes to the shooting guard, Chucky Williams. 2-2. That's a good number, and that's a good basket. 15-9. Nuggets closing in on this exhibition victory here. Assist point guard Ralph Simpson. And back over. I probably missed another one of those. Coach's choice 1. Dr. J. 3-1. What's that? Oh, center block. Center block, I believe. And that's a 1. And it's on a 3, so it's not higher. Issel does not have anything higher, so I just think a center block. Blue die is higher. No, it's a 2-point basket for Dr. J. Am I reading that right? Yep, 2-point basket for Irving. 15-11. Issel just is not the defensive threat. that a big center like Artis Gilmore would be. Assist will be the center, Kim Hughes, even with this center 1, a rare assist for Kim Hughes. Ball goes to the power forward. Bobby Jones, a very high percentage shooter. That's a 6-1. That's going to be a pass. Move the ball over to the center. That's Dan Issel. Issel at 3-6. And that's going to be a missed shot. Rebounded by offensive power forward +4. That gives him 14. Defensive center still 16. Kim Hughes with the rebound. Ball goes the shooting guard. Goes to Super John Williamson. Fires away. 5-3. Turnover for Super John. What a big turnover that was. Going to go to the small forward. It's going to be David Thompson. 1-5. And that's a contested 2. The die is a 5, so that's going to be a missed shot because Dr. J's defense is a 1. Missed shot. Oops, I did not mean to do that. It's 11. For David Thompson. Rebound off the small forward 10 or higher. No. Defensive small forward Dr. J with the rebound. Ball goes to a rare play. Rare play. Let's find that dang booklet. Okay, rare play. 2-3-1. So it's a 23 loose ball. Opposing players dive for it, knock heads, are injured, and considered fatigued for the rest of the half. Okay, not going to worry about a loose ball. Who gets the ball, though? 23-24. Roll 1 die for the home court advantage toward the possession of the ball. Okay. I don't really care. I'm going to keep the ball in the possession of the Nets. All right, here we go. Ball's going to go to the coach's choice. We're going to go to Dr. J. He gets a 4-1, and he could be stolen, depending on this 4 right here, by David Thompson. I believe he does. That's a 4-1 with an asterisk. Thompson's number is higher. Blue die is higher than the column 4 rating of the defender. I've been doing that wrong. The asterisk at the assist position. Oh my gosh. The assist position. That is the point guard position. So the 4-1, his rating is a 1. It is definitely higher than a 1. So I believe Simpson does steal that ball. And here comes Denver. Ball goes shooting guard. Shooting guard is Chuck. 5-3 for Chuck. And that's going to be a pass plus. Oh, man, that's a pass. Good pass to Blue Die result to determine who attempts the shot. So the Blue Die is a 5. And it will be the shooting guard, point guard. So it's going to be plus 10 on the 2-point shot for Ralph Simpson. We'll give Chuck the assist if he makes this. I don't get this too often. And so Ralph Simpson gets a 33 on the 2-point shot. It's good. So 2 more for Denver. They lead 17-11. Assist Chuck Williams on that play. That's kind of a neat thing. Power forward. Here we go. Going to Rich. Isn't that Rich? 61. Rich misses the shot. Highest rebounder at offensive center and power forward gets rebound and 2-column shot. Now let's see. Offensive center and power forward. Okay, it's going to go to Kim Hughes. And column 2 shot and is fouled by his regular defender. So column 2 shot, what's that going to be? We'll just go with this 5 right here. And that's going to be a missed shot. But he is fouled by his regular defender. So Issa will get the foul, and we get the Kim Hughes 50% free throw shooting guy. Gets a 14. That's going to be good. Free throws 35, though. 63 misses the second. And the rebound on the free throws, 46. And that's going to be defensive center. Ball goes to Issel. They're just 3 points away from this exhibition victory. Ball goes to the coach's choice 1. I'm going to go to DT because he's awesome. A 3-2 on Thompson. Oh, that's a potential block. Blue Dye's higher than the column 3 rating. It's a 1, though. So it's a 1. Yeah, if the Blue Dye is higher, it's shot is blocked. If not higher, scores a 2-point basket. So based on that one random roll with the Blue Dye, David Thompson scores the 18th and 19th points. The assist is to Ralph Simpson. And it's 19-12. Nets need to kick it into gear. Ball goes to the center. Kim Hughes, not an offensive threat. 5-6. That's a contested pass with the 1 there. And he's not a very good defender, so I think he attempts a 2-point shot. And we'll do it right here. There's a 2. Kim Hughes scores. 19-14. Assist. Nobody. Denver can wrap it up right here. Power forward, Bobby Jones. 2-6. Misfires. Rebound, offensive small forward, +3. It's 10. Defensive power forward is a 9. So option for column 2 shot if offense rebounds. And so I think DT is going to get the column 2 shot right here. And I'll just use this thing right here, 3. Column 2 shot. Let's get another random number right here. 5. It's a 3-point attempt by David Thompson. Well, let's roll for that. 54. And his 3-point contest is just 16, so no. Rebound, offensive point guard. 5. Defensive point guard. 4. +2, though. So Taylor is going to get the rebound. Move the ball down to the shooting guard, Williamson, and he gets a 2-1. And a 2-1's a basket. No problem for that. Nets keeping it close. And here comes Denver. They just need one more good play. Here's Ralph Simpson. Ralph gets a 4-4. 4-4 is a steal opportunity. And let's see. The 4-4 question mark. That is Ryan Taylor, who's a fantastic stealer, gets another steal on that because it's higher than his 1. And here comes the Nets. That's a coach's choice. We're going to Doc, obviously. And that's a 3-1. And that's a center block opportunity. Let's see. The center block, it's a 2. Dan Issel is a 4. So it's not a block. What does that mean? Scores a 2-point basket. Dr. J has made it 19-18. And here we go. Denver trying to choke this one away, apparently. Coach's choice. It's going to go to David Thompson. 4-2 Thompson. Another steal opportunity by the Blue Dye number, which is the center Kim Hughes. And he's got a 1 there. And a 6 is higher than a 1. So Kim Hughes is going to get the steal. And here come the Nets with a chance to clinch it. Coach's choice 2. Well, we're definitely going to John Williamson. Williamson with a 6-1. No good. Rebound, defensive point guard 10 or higher, no. Otherwise, offensive small forward gets it. Oh, Dr. J. Dr. J, and he's got a raised number there. I think that 5 is what we're going to use, and it is higher. So Dr. J is going to get a chance on his 2-point column, and we'll just use the next blue number. How about that? A 5, and that's going to be a miss. So Dr. J is going to miss. Rebound, defensive power forward, Bobby Jones. And play continues. Small forward, David Thompson, 5'2", assist David Thompson. And the point's going to go to the 4. It's going to go to the center. And Dan Issel scores, and Denver takes the game on a great pass by David Thompson to Dan Issel. And that is your ball game, everyone. 21-18. This has been an exhibition game of replay basketball. Still learning the game, still enjoying parts of it. Other parts are still, working it through. But we have a great set of 2 teams here. I still got to work on my clock movement. That is going to be something I'm going to have to remember every time I flip the card for possession. Maybe I'll throw in the yellow cards, and then I won't have to worry about even doing that, but that takes a couple seconds to actually throw into the deck. But either way, that is replay basketball. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And once again, thanks to the generosity of our tabletop basketball community for donating these wonderful no dice cards. Anyway, everyone have a good evening. This has been Rod with Rod's Tabletop Hoops.